Thank you for joining me for this short video replacing data. For Clickware, I'm Bob Cusick. For this example, I have a contact management database. It's the default one that ships with FileMaker. I've got about 35,000 records in there. As we page through the data, you can see that there's a bunch of different contacts in here, and I want to focus in down here on the main address type. When I imported the data, it didn't have this address type field filled out. And I know that all of these addresses that I have in here are going to be business addresses, so what I want to do is I want to go through and set all of these to business. And manually, I would have to go through every record, choose the pop-up menu, choose business, go to the next record, and that's just simply going to take too much time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use FileMaker's built-in replace command to update lots of records all at once. To get started, you want to have a found set of data, because I don't really want to work on all 35,000 records. So let's just do a quick find, and I'll go ahead and find everything that's in the state of California. There are 4,809 records. And now what I can do is click into the field that I want to update, go up to the Records menu, and choose Replace Field Contents. Now here you have to be extremely careful, because FileMaker is asking you, do you want to permanently replace and overwrite whatever's in that field with business for all 4,809 records of the current found set? Now, something that you really need to think about before you click the Replace button is there is no undo. That's right, there's no undo. So you're going to overwrite any data that's in that field with the word business. So make sure that you've found the correct records that you want to update. So I'm happy with this, and I can go ahead and click Replace. FileMaker will go through now on all of those records that I have in my found set and update that address type for me. And that's a heck of a lot quicker than having to go through one by one. Another thing that we can do is we can use a calculated result. So for example, I know if I go into my layout mode, so we can go over here to View, Layout Mode. This field is called Street 1, and this field is called Street 2. So I'm going to exit my layout mode here. And what we want to do is we want to replace this value that's in Street 2 with whatever is in Street 1. And you can do that with the Replace command, rather than having to copy-paste them all one record at a time. So let's see how you would do that. First of all, you click into the field that you want to replace the contents of, go up to the Records menu, and choose Replace Field Contents. Now, right now, it's saying that it wants to replace it with nothing, but that's not what we want to do. And we know that it's different for every record, so we have to use a calculated result. So let's choose that. And we know from looking in layout mode that the field that we want to replace is called Street 1. So let's scroll down to Street 1, double click, and now we say OK and say Replace. FileMaker now has gone through for all 4,809 records, and it has updated the second address with whatever's in the first address. So we can do the same thing for the city. So let's go into the city, choose Replace Field Contents, Calculated Result, and we're going to say whatever's in City 1, put it into City 2, and replace. And we can now do the same thing with the state. We know that we found everything in the state of California, but we'll just do this again so that you get the idea. And we'll say State Province 1, and finally the postal code. So there we've just gone through and we've updated 4,809 records with 4 fields of information very quickly and very easily using FileMaker's Replace command. Thanks for watching.